Welcome back to another episode the Todos Toman podcast. And I mean, at this point, we should just rename the podcast. So, Algunos Toman. The band cannot get back together. We're working on it. Um, Miguel estaba con nosotros, después apareció y regresó. Muy bien, Miguel.
Welcome back,
Que no
Miguel.
ha aparecido es Tan, que ya, ese
But
también ya se fue
as
por.
the intro kicked off, it was just like, "Duh, duh, I'm all right, all right. Ese pasito ya me lo sé, dude. Ya me sé esa musiquita, ¿no? I was
It's
like,
all good. It's all good. I mean, technical difficulties, ya sabes,
Normal.
pero sí, lo que ya es normal es que one of us is missing. So this week was Tank. Um, tuvo que hacer ciertas cosillas por ahí que lo impidieron estar aquí el día de hoy. No
Mhm.
sabemos qué está haciendo, pero por ahí hay
Ay.
soniditos.
Oh shit! Now it looks purple. Oh, what?
¿Qué?
You guys saw that, right? Sorry,
What are we talking
I,
about?
I was I was thinking out loud.
His shirt.
Dude, I went like this.
So for anybody that's watching us on YouTube, please let us know what color is Johnny Boy's shirt. Is it blue or is it purple?
It fucking turned purple. I swear to God. And the background actually was turning red. Sorry, Romero. I apologize. If you want to start all over, go for it. Dude.
Just
apologies.
restart the whole episode.
Sí, güey.
No, hay que seguir adelante. It's all good, muchachos. Johnny Boy, how you been?
I have been good. I still have company over. The company's not available at the moment. They're not home. So aproveché.
Como lo tenías ahí dormidito, ¿no? Pues hasta
Ahí está,
parece que
¿no?
está bien
Sale
acostadito.
una nalgadita ahí, ¿no? Yeah, I got people over. They're staying over here, and they're not home at the moment. So I had to let them know that I was going to use the room. And that's it, dude. Everything's good, working like always. Nothing new, dude. Nothing new. But what's up with you? That is the real question. How was your weekend, dude? Because you celebrated a lot of things all at once. A lot of mamas, and they were celebrating you. So,
Sí. Yeah, no, my weekend was decent.
oh
I
yeah,
went-
do it, dude. También, dude.
Change the soundboard around. Like,
Uh,
we're gonna have to fix
that
it.
was Miguel switching the soundboard, and look
We're
where we got you, Miguel.
We're gonna have to fix it. ¿Cómo voy a poner el canto de las Chivas, dude? And I'm gonna change the name to La América, dude.
Okay, you don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that.
I got you.
Pero yes, happy late birthday, dude. I mean, I know I told you happy birthday yesterday. We're recording on a Monday, which is the 12th today. Romeo's birthday was on the 11th. Also landed on Mother's Day,
Mother's Day.
American Mother's Day, right? Because I know we talked about if we celebrate both or whatever last year también. Pero well, yeah, talk to us a little bit about your weekend, dude.
Yeah, pues it's close to Días de Mayo, my birthday always, right? So Días de Mayo is and this time it just happened that que Días de Mayo y 11 de Mayo, Mother's Day landed on that same weekend, right? So we spent Días de Mayo with my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, Carla's sister, um, and we had a little cookout, but it was cold, dude. It looked nice if you were inside. It looked nice outside, but it was windy. It was cold. And then yeah, I'm like, hopefully, el domingo va a estar bonito, and yeah, weather was super nice. Um, I for sure I'm getting older because I got excited over buying a weed whacker.
Oh shit,
So I
life
took
goals.
care of the lawn and everything on Saturday morning, but I was excited to go get that weed whacker. So um, yeah, I estaba cortando mi pastito, making the edges look really nice.
Como se
Um,
debe de, dude.
y pues para el 11, we had a little cookout. Te digo, estuvimos afuera. It was nice. Definitely had my good share of modelos. I didn't really mix it with anything else. There were options, pero I stuck with modelos. Kept it easy porque I had to be super early at work
Mhm.
this morning. So all good, dude. And I got, obviously we celebrated the mothers, but also también me tocó un pastelillo ahí and saying happy birthday.
Mhm.
Um, and dude, one of the things that I also needed, fucking señor ass birthday, dude.
Oh,
Um, so me he quejado de que, y también pues acabo de ir al doctor y todo eso, and they recommended for me to get have you seen I think they're
Wheelchair,
Hoka
no?
shoes?
Dude, I was the Hoka shoes. I have seen them, and I was gonna
Hoka
tell
shoes.
you, did you get the New Balance that the dad shoes?
The dashes, no,
That's
dude.
what I thought you.
I do
you
have New Balance shoes, pero no, my sister got me Hoka shoes for sure.
Nice.
So ya
Okay.
estoy listo para ir a mis walks in the empty malls, you know?
Donde sea, dude. Fort City, here you go, no?
Oh, I don't know about Fort City, dude.
I'm gonna be able to run with those shoes.
That's what I'm
dude.
gonna say. He's gonna be able to get the hell out quick, comfortably.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude.
Fast. Bro,
Pero parece
sí,
que
more agile.
dude.
el espacio de Tatiana, dude, porque they're super thick.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Anda con plataformas, ¿no?
Sí, dude.
They're
Pero
comfortable as
it's all
fuck, though.
good. Hell
They're
yeah.
really comfortable. They're really, really comfortable. Dude, espérate. I know I always skip a week and be here the next week and I skip again, pero we didn't even say cheers, dude. And I want to say cheers.
Tomando.
¿Qué estamos tomando, dude? Romero, go ahead, start it off, dude, since...
Mira,
Como es
hablando,
el birthday
pues,
boy,
ya,
¿no?
sí, mira. Un Lagunitas Maximus.
Those are dangerous.
En el trabajo me hicieron una little gift basket.
Oh, nice.
So, dude, I can't deny it, dude. Ya estoy. I'm getting old. So me regalaron, they know like I like beer. Me regalaron cigars. And they got me like heating pads. Porque they see how slow I move on Mondays after soccer.
Way. Damn.
So they know. And I'm like,
Señor
you know what?
Lash,
I can't even be mad, dude.
¿Qué más falta el
I
Bengay,
can't
dude?
even be mad.
Yeah, dude. I got you in the Bengay when you come over here, dude. Va, muchachos.
So, yeah,
Yo,
Maximus and the modelito
Modelo?
por ahí para completar.
the Maximus is definitely good. Definitely dangerous. I think I had 3 of them last time, and that shit messed me up, dude. Pero
We're just taking one, dude.
I got una cervecita chiquita, no es Pacifico. I got a little
Pacifico.
3-pack. I've been fucking with Pacificos lately. Pretty heavy for like the past year or so. So that's my to-go beer at the moment. Modelos, yeah, I'll drink Modelos over there, pero again, if I had a choice, Pacifico's where it's at. So
Nice.
what you got, Miguel?
Because I was a little sleepy, dude. So same thing as well. This is my go-to when I feel tired, right? Black coffee con con el
whiskey?
tequila de peanut butter.
Tequila peanut butter.
You told me
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, the peanut butter flavor.
¿Llama? Chica.
Yeah.
Chica chida.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pues yeah, un quick cheers for you, Romero. May you get
Salud,
older,
salud.
pero más sano, dude. May you
Dude,
get
pero
better,
I'm staying
better
with my-
gifts que no sean de papá, de señor, de don, de jefe.
I'm sticking with my yearly goal, dude. Ya fui al dentista.
Very good.
Ya empecé a ir al doctor, dude. I got blood work next week. Poco a
Damn,
poquito, dude. Pinche tune-up me están haciendo ahorita.
Ese Honda Civic va a dar chingón, ¿eh?
Sí, güey. Pedorro, pero chingón, ¿no? Vamos, pues let's kick it off. Yeah, we are missing Tank. We already know that. Anything else besides that, Romero? I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about your birthday. I know it wasn't my birthday, so not that I want to skip it, right? But I know you said heating pads, beer, cigars,
Yeah.
maybe a couple
Yeah.
bottles here or there.
Oh, dude, yeah. So, mamá acaba de regresar de México, and she did bring me this bottle. So, let me show you right quick. Let me pull up the picture. No la abrí ayer, pero lo pensé, pero también pensé en responsabilidades de señor que tenía que ir a trabajar. Let's see if it shows up here, dude.
¿Es la de maíz adobar?
So, es un mezcal.
Oh, then it's not.
Mezcal, pero tiene un alacrancito ahí colgando dentro.
Nice.
Oh,
dude.
shit. Yeah,
That's cool.
Ahí está.
Al ladito del grill, dude. O sea, sí lo querías abrir, ¿eh? Temptation,
Sí,
right
sí,
there,
ahí
dude, all around.
está, al ladito del grill.
Más fue el photoshoot, dude. Más fue el photoshoot, dude. Like, lo llevó. Like, one of those
Literally,
sexy
for real, he literally did that. Pues qué bueno, muchachos. Ya, we're all a year older, thank God. Otra vueltita al sol, diría la gente.
Este es el episodio de los 37, ¿no? O sea,
los
ya que tan
37.
que no... Baby Tank no está aquí.
37 y siempre, ¿no?
Yeah, dude. And then we got next birthday, viene el de Carla. También ahí viene Carla's birthday too. Shout out to Carla, because I know she listens to us all the time, right? And I never talk shit about her, so shout out to Carla. Pero yeah. ¿Otra vez?
para Carla, pero ya nomás 3 seconds, si no nos demanda Vicente Fernández.
No se manda, ¿no? But yeah, happy Mother's Day, late Mother's Day to everybody. Hopefully they had a good day. Definitely every mama deserves it. Miggy, you want to share a little bit what you did so we could jump into some good ass topics, dude?
For Mother's Day or over the weekend in general?
Mother's Day.
Let's see. So for Mother's Day, ordené flores esta vez. I ordered pizza. I ordered pizza from Phil's.
Hell
Really
yeah.
good pizza. In the morning, I went and I ate breakfast at Cassie's house. So like le llevé flores a ella, a su mamá. After that, I went home. No, after that, I dropped off Chiquis at work porque le tocó trabajar sábado y domingo.
Damn.
Yeah, so after that, I came back home. Took like a 30-minute nap because I was
Power
on
nap.
tank it todo, right? Picked her up, went straight to Berwyn, went with my mom, was there till like I don't know 11, came back home, I dormí. The next morning I had to go drop off flowers at my aunt's houses and all that stuff. So yeah, it was y luego también on Sunday I had to go and because Chiqui's prom is on Friday. And of course we have the dress, we have the shoes. That's about it, right? So yesterday,
The
today,
car
and the rest
rental,
of the
dude?
week. So they're getting on a party bus, but the problem is that the person that rented the party bus was like, hey, like ella vive cerquita de la escuela. Haz de cuenta como remember Colombian de Bogan, así de cerquita, dude. Like
Okay.
like right there in the same block, right? So the girl was like, oh, like pues vivo yo cerca, like I could get ready real fast, so a las 3 nos vamos. And everybody else like we can't make it at 3. And I told Jason like there is no way I'm getting you there at 3. So now we're trying to figure out, all right, so um Friday, can I get off of work early? Can
You can't, request some PTO, dude?
so I could, pero pues el problema es que like Cassie's the one que también la va a peinar y la va a hacer todo el makeup.
Mm.
And pues her PTO ya casi lo usó todo for between going to Mexico, going to what was it, Tennessee. So like
Mm.
that's almost all her PTO. So PTO like to leave early. Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit!
Yeah, running in with money in the bank, dude. Oh, never mind, dude. He ran out. He forgot the ref. He's gonna go get the ref. Vimos un little tank appearance. Hey, pensamos que was
I never doubted him, dude. I knew he was gonna go. There's no doubt in my boy.
He went backstage, dude. He went back for the ref, dude, to bring his money in the bank.
But yeah, dude. So like right now, this whole week has just been like getting everything, like getting. Dude, as a guy, I don't know what goes into girls getting ready for prom and getting ready for for like all these like gala stuff, right? It is fucking insane, dude. It's like, oh, we gotta get like certain makeup, certain brushes, certain. Oh, hold on. All right.
Dale tiempo, dude. Okay, let him settle in, dude.
Well, I don't know si me sacaron o qué, güey, porque...
Nadie te sacó, dude.
You don't have admin access, dude.
Entré y de repente it just took me out. ¿Pero qué, güey? ¿Pensaron que no me iba a meter o qué, güey?
Nah, I knew you were showing up.
Well, no, sí sabemos que vas a meter, dude. Por eso sabemos que no estabas aquí.
That's for sure, dude.
Sí, dude.
So I am not
drinking from the road, no?
Dude, porque we don't drink and drive here, dude. So.
Oh, so you're not gonna drink? You're not gonna make it interesting?
Viene ahora la trailera, vienen en su party bus and coming back home, ¿ah, Tanque?
Sí, güey.
Party bus.
En mi burrito sabanero, dude. Yeah.
How far are you, dude, from home?
Dude, I'm still like an hour 15.
Damn.
I literally just left.
That's crazy, dude. Well, thank you for joining us, dude. Hopefully you can stick around for the whole episode. Hey, I mean it. What the fuck? Why are you laughing?
I don't know, just the way you say it, dude.
I meant it. Pero, Miguel, good luck to you. I'm sure it's a little stressful. Luckily, you have Cassie.
Don't worry. You guys are going to go through it too, dude.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure.
Yo te iba a preguntar eso, Miguel. like you said, as a guy, like we don't know what goes into everything that the girls do and coordinate to get ready for prom parties,
Right.
bodas, whatever, right? The whole thing. But you as a dad right now, how do you feel knowing Chiqui's off to prom? Like, I remember Chiqui's being 2 years old camping with us, like,
Mhm.
and now she's off to prom. So
Dude, it's so I've seen her going to like homecoming stuff, like every year by homecoming. So I guess that kind of softened the blow a little bit. At the same time, it's like damn, she's going to prom and then she's graduating right the next month, right? So I was like, damn, like it definitely feels like, oh shit, like life is coming very fast. Um I'm excited for her in a way. In another way, I'm just like just a little bit worried with like lo que pasa en prom. Luckily, she's a good kid, so I don't have to worry too much. Porque pues those Bogan proms were crazy, dude. So I heard, dude. So I heard. Um, igual que los daytimes, dude. So I heard. Pero
says the organizer, no?
For real.
nah, pero they were like, yeah, like it's definitely a whole fucking thing, dude. I feel like it's the isla de vino, like it takes a village, dude. Porque like, damn, dude, like it uno para prom que hace, vas, rentas un tuxedo, te lo pones, te cortas el pelo, like you go to the barbershop and then you're done, after that it's just getting a corset or ¿cómo se llama? Not the corset, those fucking, ¿cómo se llaman las flores?
They're not corsets.
No, pues
No,
corsets
¿verdad?
son los de acá, güey.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yeah.
Ese que necesito para mis injuries, ¿no?
Yo también dije corset, pero no, corsets son los de acá, no. I don't know the name of it, pero
Una faja colombiana de Kilo Romero, ¿no? No mames.
Ya, las florecitas esas que van en el.
Yeah, las flores,
Búsquenle, cabrones.
I don't know,
Tiene una
I don't
pinche
know the
computadora ahí.
Es que no sé ni cómo empezar el Google search, por eso no me atreví. Florecitas que van en la mano para prom. Vamos
Sí.
a ver qué dice.
Pero yeah, like digo, nada más eso. Yeah, after that, it's like just finding a ride there and back. Picking up the girl. Pero pues for girls,
Corsage.
it's like croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant,
Not the
no,
croissant.
Ya tiene hambre,
We're
Miguel.
against those last episode.
So yeah, we were
stomped on
against the croissant. We stomped on the croissants last time. So now
No, this is a
Sorry.
corsage.
Pero yeah, te digo, y ahora it's like, hey, like I need new everything. I was like, all right, well, what's new everything? Like, oh, like like I need a strapless bra. I need like Spanish shorts. I need new shoes. I need nuevas medias. I need like like
The pedicure.
every dude, yeah, pedicure, manicure, get clips for the hair, get sparkly glitter for your face, sparkly glitter for your like your what is the like the eyeshadow, whatever it is, like dude, like different makeups, get setting spray, hairspray, special brushes, all the like curlers. I'm like, no, this is my mom, this, and then so it is definitely a lot. So shout out to all the women out there. Like I don't know how y'all do it. Like I think I would be showing up in just fucking sweatpants. No, like if I was a girl, I'd just be walking around with sweatpants everywhere.
Honestly, dude. Shut up.
Speaking of, did anybody go to their prom?
I did.
I did.
I heard that Romero went with 2 dates, dude. That's
I did.
that's awareness street, dude. That's the awareness street. Que fue con 2 dates, dude.
Dude, yo estaba buscando las green cards en visas, pero pues.
Diosito tiene otros planes, ¿no?
Sí.
Por la culpa del Chuyi, ¿no? No.
¿Quién soy yo para meterme en los planes de Dios?
Let me see, dude. Speaking of Dios, dude, let's go ahead and wait. ¿Cuándo pasó esto lo del Papa? Was it Wednesday or was it on Thursday?
We recorded on what? Monday? So they happened on Tuesday, yeah?
I was gonna say Wednesday, but yeah, maybe.
Porque I know I was working from home, so I had to be Tuesday, I want to think.
So yeah, so we have a new pope, right? We have a new pope.
Pero there's a new pope.
From Chicago, to be specific. They say from Dalton.
And now
From Dalton, Illinois.
Mhm.
Grew up around, I think from Dalton, Illinois, and grew up around South Holland, which is neighboring town to Dalton.
Mhm.
Dude, in Dalton ain't no town to be messing with, dude.
That's
Ahí
true.
tienes que estar bendecido para sobrevivir, ¿eh?
Literally, dude. Literally.
No, that's the second old block, no?
Yeah, dude. New Pope. His name is Pope Leo 14.
Sí.
Yeah.
Pope Leo 14. 69 years old, first American Pope. Again, he's from
American
Chicago,
Pope,
so that's
from
cool.
Chicago. He's a Sox fan.
It's crazy because they were
Caleb
saying,
Williams. This is your call, dude. Where you at, Caleb?
I don't know, dude, but they were saying originally when I started watching or seeing videos on TikTok about this, they were saying, oh, he's from Chicago, from the south side of Chicago, and then they were saying he's a Cubs fan. So he's from the South, which White Sox, right? South. So like, also, his attitude, he has a really strong attitude because he was for the opposing team of the city, and then it's like what? And then all of a sudden, the following like hour, like they were saying about the Pope again, a different platform. And then it's like, oh yeah, from the South side, White Sox, and I was like, what? Like,
I got you, boy. So the rumor started because his mom is a Cubs fan, like so part of his family are Cubs fan. So for that reason, many people assume, pues, como like they meet my dad, they meet me, they meet Tank. Sorry, they meet me, they meet Omar, like, and they're like, oh, pues familia chivistas, and then salió un pendejo por ahí, no, que le va a la América, pero so it's similar, dude. It's similar like that, like.
Al revés.
So, what's it called?
Two smart men le van a la América, dude. Y Miguel dice que le va a las Chivas.
It's a blessing, remember.
I disagree with that, but
anyway.
So so for that reason.
Damn, someone took it up and put it on, ¿no?
Ya, Miguel, tranquilo. Ya no sabía ni Miguel qué apretar para callarlo, ¿no?
Yo acá con el pinche quiero tomar y no sabía qué hacer.
¿No?
Sí.
No, pero like, so el brother fue el que salió. Like, they did an interview with the brother. He was like, you know what? Like, I don't know why everybody's saying he's a Cubs fan. He's like, our mom was a Cubs fan. I don't know who got the idea. De dónde empezó, but he's not. He's a Sox fan. He's always been a Sox fan. He's like, I'm a Sox fan. And what's it called? Y salió una foto o un video donde según, which I say según porque like son bien parecidos los dos hermanos. So I don't know who it was.
There's three, dude, because there's one in Florida. They're all, I mean,
son bien parecidos, dude.
Me persiné, dude, cuando lo vi también a los brothers, dude, because I was like, who's the real Pope, dude?
Que son aparecidos, dude.
Aparecidos.
That is a thing.
Yeah, so one of them went, según dice que fue el Papa, el que fue to the 2006 World Series. So I think game 1. Cuando ganaron los White Sox. So he only went to game 1. He didn't go to 2005, sorry. He didn't go to all the games. He only went to the game 1 of the series, the playoffs or the championship series. So they're like, you know what, like he's a Sox fan. Now, when the rumor started, when like the outlet started saying it, like I saw Wrigley Field had posted up there like, hey, he's a Cubs fan, And then when everything got disproved, like after that, I mean the White Sox put it on their field, it's like, hey, like he's a Sox fan, like I was like, damn, dude, like talk about rivalry, dude. People were like, the European people were like, it's not that serious for them to have to interview the brother asking them, are you a Cubs fan or a Sox fan? I'm like, no, you're wrong. It is that serious, dude. It is that serious here.
Ahora, te voy a preguntar, did you guys see de que, and I don't know if it's Portillo's playing into it, or is it a legit thing that Portillo's is coming out with the Leo?
The Leo sandwich?
It's I don't know if it's an Italian beef or it's a hot dog. I think it's a hot dog.
Italian beef, I think.
Or Italian beef called the Leo. And I guess was in honor of the Pope being from Chicago. So I've also seen different t-shirts, like White Sox t-shirt designs.
The gold one looks fucking raw. Hell yeah. That gold one, whew, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I when I saw it, I started looking at. I'm like, ¿dónde la puedo comprar? Dude? Yo sé que no, va a ser chafasísima, pero it looks fucking.
Alguien la va a hacer.
They have to, dude. Why do you think Tech's not? Why do you think Tech's not in the podcast, dude? Él la está haciendo, dude. He went to the sweatshop. Ahí está, no, like, but he has a sweatshop. But it's him que lo está haciendo todo, dude.
Fuck, that's my boy, dude.
You can only find it in Gurney, no?
Bob and Trust, let's move a little bit, no? Porque tenemos a lot of topics, important topics that we all
Oh.
research.
Va,
we do?
pues dinos.
We all research. So, one of the topics sería, that's a question. It's a question, muchachos. ¿Con quién no compartirían una michelada ni aunque te pagaran? That's a crazy question.
Oh, I have a lot of people, dude.
Can you just name one, dude?
Donald Trump.
I was gonna say, I think that's the easy one, right? You could go
Porque
down.
una michelada la compartes con alguien que te cae bien, que te da gusto, like cheers, cabrón, you know?
Yeah.
Con ese güey,
No?
no.
Okay. But can you give me another one, Romero? Because that was too easy for you. Like,
There's some
Oh.
like there's easy ones, dude.
Otro, pues Vance, güey, pues ahí me voy siguiendo ya down the ladder, ¿no?
JD Vance, dude. JD Vance, porque pues ya ves
Por eso.
que es peligroso JD Vance, dude.
Sí, lo conoces y ya de ahí conoces al mayor.
Y sí, peligrosísimo ahí. Eso es.
Let's see.
I think you could almost go down the whole Trump cabinet.
Yeah,
Por
that's
eso.
what I'm saying. That's the yeah. That's
But
what
all
he
right,
said.
all right.
That's easy.
Politics aside, who would I not? ¿Con quién no quisiera compartir una michelada? Without going to politics, dude. I think Kanye West, dude. I think that dude's too fucking crazy, dude. Like it'll make for a good
That's it.
story, but I will be fucking scared, dude. If it's me and him in the room by ourselves, maybe ish. Porque ese güey saben las mamadas, dude. Like, did you guys see the interview where like they were?
I don't know if you want to be
like,
in a room by himself, dude, pero pues cosa tuya.
Pero
If
like
he wants to.
he was like, oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go change. And he left.
Yeah.
He came back in a full like hood and everything, all black. I was like, oh shit,
Like
dude.
that.
Yeah, the guy that was there was like, oh, I know, like, you know,
What the fuck does he do? No, what do you do with that? It's Kanye.
Lo que te ves primo, dude, está cabrón, ¿no?
See, I was trying to think who. Romero, you got someone else, dude? I'll skip my.
I'm thinking,
thoughts.
güey.
Who would not?
I personally wouldn't share one tampoco con Messi, dude. I don't like Messi at all. At all, dude.
Oh, come on. ¿Qué te ha hecho?
I
Aparte de
despise
darte
him.
felicidad. Oh,
I despise him. No, dude, I despised him for like almost his whole career, dude. I just never liked him.
es como si dijera yo a mí el que siempre me cae gordo el pinche Sergio Ramos, dude. But I would have a beer with him, dude. ¿Por qué no?
I would have a beer with almost with. I would prefer to have a beer con Cuauhtémoc Blanco and like anybody de la América,
Por favor,
anybody
o sea,
from Barcelona.
Ya estás pidiendo tomar micheladas con dioses, güey, tranquilo.
Well, again, this is saying from a Chiva fan to an America,
Mhm.
like American people, right? I guess it would be your comparison que dijeras, oh, pues con Omar Bravo o hasta el.
I'll have a
Buffalo,
micheladas with them, dude.
¿Por qué
Pero
no?
like,
no.
con Messi, I just.
I don't think
can do it.
I have a lot of hatred in my heart to like select other people, you know, like
I was about to say
I'm
I don't
having a
have
hard
anybody,
time.
dude. I really don't think I have anybody.
No sé, güey, ¿no?
That's a good question because it really got me thinking. Pero again, politics aside, as Romero would say, and even then, I didn't even think of Donald Trump. Like Romero was quick with it. Like he said,
Hell, I'm
he was
easy
quick.
as fuck, dude.
Yeah, he was quick with it, and I was like, okay.
I got another one, dude. The kid from the Harambe thing, dude. Tampoco con ese güey, no, güey.
No,
güey, con ese tampoco, güey. All I'm saying, he is of age, so I expect him to be one of the people that goes into the 100 guys versus the gorilla. I expect him to be like the first one doing the Royal Rumble, dude.
Main fucking line right there.
Yeah, the first guy from the Royal Rumble es el primero que va a salir, dude.
Yeah, sorry, muchachos, I'm gonna have to let you guys down. I know I can't really think of anybody.
Can't think of
Politics
anybody?
aside, no,
Mhm.
I can't. I can't. Politics aside, I can't. Like
I'm gonna
he
get a
talks
little
about
controversial.
Messi, right? So easy route for me to be like, okay, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. But I never hated the guy. I admire the guy till today. Miguel's just salty and a haterade, I guess, at this point. I mean,
the one
just never
soccer
liked
player
him.
that I was never a fan of era Ronaldo.
Bofo for me, like Bofo Bautista, I was never a big fan. But even then,
Right.
I would still have a fucking
I'm like, hell yeah.
michelada with
Like,
them.
he
Yeah,
looks
like why
like
not?
a good time, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I can't think of anybody, guys.
I'm sorry, I could think of a shitload of people, dude. I have a big.
You did say a shitload of people.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
Candace
Okay.
Owens. I wouldn't share a beer
cabinet
with
right there.
her. Well, but I know that she has a little bit of beef going on with Trump at this point. Not exactly sure the details, pero por ahí
Oh,
andan.
yeah. Yeah, there's a
Don't
lot of
want to
them
get
that
too
are like
political.
there's a lot of them that have been
Mhm.
Okay, sorry,
bigger
muchachos.
than most, you know?
I have to let you guys down on that.
Wow.
Moving forward, otra preguntita aquí es, ¿qué te hace decir, para esto sí me sirvo un trago? I'll start it off, dude, because that
Por
that
favor.
was easy.
Sí.
Okay. Una buena compañía, dude, like in this case, us here, para esto sí me sirve un pinche trago, dude. Y aunque no estemos juntos, güey, también me sirve un pinche trago. Just for me, it's just a good occasion, just to vibe. Sometimes even just getting out of work, like fuck, I'm tired. Like, para esto sí me sirve un trago. I think with me, it's it's very easy para servirnos un trago. Pero let's be specific. Una muy buena compañía, una carnita asada, dude.
And it's not 100%, dude.
In a backyard, dude, just chilling, a couple tunes. Nothing has to
Mm.
be done. Like we could just be talking
Now,
and have a good
I got a
time.
question, dude. I got one of those Romero questions, dude.
All right.
Servirme un trago es diferente de una cerveza, ¿no?
I like where you're going with that.
Okay.
Right. So like
Un,
I
un
feel like
trago viniendo siendo que like a glass of whiskey, a
yeah, like a
shot,
glass
or
of whiskey, a
something.
shot, or something like
Mixed
that.
drink or whatever. Mhm.
So that's at least that's what I'm saying. Porque like carne asada, usually we drink beer.
It's usually
So
beer.
I feel like that's you know like parties and stuff. We usually beer. So para un trago, dude, like un trago que dijeras, alright, esto like is para tomarte un trago, dude. What would it be?
Ya tiene mucho tiempo, and it's I've been wanting to do it, nada más que I haven't. Pero una Cuba, dude. Una Cuba, un Bacardí, una Coca, some tunes, dude. Pinche guayna,
Coca-Cola
pinche
también, ¿no?
Coca-Cola, ya también, ¿por qué no? José José, like some tunes, dude. Like, para
Que
eso sí
dijo,
me
dices,
sirve.
una cola y
Una Coca, dije, una Coca.
una
José,
cola y
okay.
una Coca-Cola también, ¿no?
Yeah, dude. Some tunes for
Sí,
sure. Dude. Cool.
some good tunes, like nice weather,
Nice
you know,
weather.
especially like there's part of us in places where you are able to tell the difference in the seasons, right? Like once you get that, you know, somewhat nice weather, at least a little hint of a nice weather is like you can sit outside and relax for a little bit. Like un traguito no cae mal. Um, porque yeah, when you I'm like, pues beer a todas horas, o sea, por eso ahí sí no discrimino. Um, pero un trago like after maybe like not necessarily a day of work, but maybe like on a Friday night.
Okay.
Nope. Ahí viene el señor in me, right? Like on a Friday night, you have no plans. Instead, you know, like no plans. Instead of like, oh, it's Friday night, good to go out. I'm like, no. Like, there's no plans. You ain't got shit to do, but be at home. Take your shoes off porque te duelen los pies and you don't have hoka shoes. Y te tomas un vasito de whisky, dude. I mean,
Fuck.
¿qué más le puedes pedir a la vida, dude? Ya los niños dormidos, obviamente, porque
I think un whiskey con un nice cigar is a great combo. It is. I feel like to me it's the same combo as like sort of ya ves que I've been drinking coffee con
es the same combo, es un taquito
allegedly,
con
right?
horchata, ¿no?
Casi. I feel like ahí se van dando, dude.
That's a good comparison.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
That's a good comparison. Why not?
Like ya ves que cuando está like lowest when I go outside to like take cheese the square something like that. Like when you come out and it's like, oh, it's chilly but it's not cold. You're like, oh, un cafecito ahorita, un poquito con un shot de whiskey, un shot de peanut butter flavored tequila, dude. Ah, dude, that shit's
Yeah.
fire, dude. Like me llevo la computadora hasta allá afuera, dude. And I'm con really bad Wi-Fi outside the house, dude. Pero pues ahí ando.
Si adentro está mal el wifi, güey, imagínate.
Si adentro está mal, dude. Imagínate, y así trabajo, dude.
That's true, dude. Good answers. Ahí va otra. Are we becoming more connected or just more available? Good question. I'll let
I'm assuming
whoever.
this is with the like obviously the world we live in, right? With like social media, and Messenger, TikTok, Instagram DMs, whatever. Um, it's crazy porque sí te pone a pensar, like you want to think like you're more connected to family members that you wouldn't normally be connected to. It makes me think of like, por ejemplo, mis primos. Like, I mean, we're not a big like family in the sense, pero it is easier to communicate with my cousins. Like we have our own little like groups, the primos, and um, that makes it easier for us to stay connected. Versus if we were in a different time, I feel like I don't know how we would keep in touch. And you want to think yourself you're more connected, but that's the question. Are you more connected, or are you just more available to shoot somebody a message and start that connection? So it's kind of one of those things of like what came first, right? The chicken or the egg?
Bah, 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 bah.
What do you think,
I
Willie?
thought- So, in my case, right, I feel like I am more available, right, with social media, with everything. I feel like it's more available. So to a certain degree, um, I think one is very hard to get a hold of me sometimes because I get constant notifications for like it's basically, I mean, you get notifications for everything, right? You have Snapchat, you get like, oh, people you may know. And I'm like, I don't know none of these people. No quiero saber nada de esas personas. Like, if they're not my friends, I don't want to know anything about them. So I mute
Yeah,
all
I
my notifications.
one of the things that started happening as of recent is Snapchat sends me emails like you haven't opened up Snapchat. You have not seen messages from people in Snapchat. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Pero it's as of recent.
Hey,
Like Snapchat is
uh-huh.
like yo, like you haven't even opened up the app, which is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Te digo, por lo pronto, since you just get bombarded with notifications. Yes, that's okay. Like I went to Snapchat, right? I went to the notifications and everything. I put only notify me for like people I'm friends with. That's it. Nobody else. Y todavía aún lo sigue haciendo. Um, Discord, same thing. I keep having to mute servers and all this other shit. Uh, Facebook, también que luego te sale like friends you may know. I'm like, I don't fucking know these people. Like, stop sending me this shit, right? So, lo malo es que like I mute everything, so it becomes very hard to get a hold of me también. And otra cosa es que like me llaman or they text me, and it's one of those like, oh, ahorita te contesto, and I just never get around to it. So
Mhm.
I for that reason I think to a certain degree, I think I'm more available because I have social media. Because of social media, doesn't necessarily mean that I am more. What was the other one? It's available
More available or
versus
more connected?
Connected.
connected. Yeah, so I would say I'm more available than connected. Um, for that reason, just because I'm constantly having to mute stuff and todo el pedo, like like there's certain social media I just don't check anymore sometimes.
Okay. I think being connected in a sense that means sería like it's a little bit more importance, no? In a sense like some sort of feelings attached to that. Like in my case, I would say that I'm a little bit more connected than available. I don't text a lot of people. I don't call a lot of people. Like I especially when it comes to social media. Me being here out here in Cali has been one of those things where I'm connected to be connected in this case, like either with you guys or like my sister, my niece and nephews or whatever.
Mhm.
Pero at the same time, I feel like at least for me, I'm in my situation, I'm more connected than available. Like yes, people that I haven't talked to in years, or I don't think it's happened recently, like in the past year. I think last year somebody contacted me and I haven't talked to him like in a while, and I was like, oh shit, I'll get back to him. And yes, I
What the hell,
forgot,
dude? Where you
but
at?
something like that, dude. And then I said I'll get back, and I didn't get back. I kind of like what Mika said. I got back like later, like it was a couple days later. I was like, fuck, I should have answered, and eventually I did. But yeah, I think I'm more connected for sure, more connected than available.
Mm.
Uh, I think so. Good
To be
questions.
honest, like to that relevance of connected or available, dude, I haven't even. I mean, I think we all kind of go through it. I don't know how you guys deal with it, but right. So my birthday just passed, and a bunch of people like wished me happy birthday over Facebook. I have because it was Mother's Day as well, and Diaz de Mayo the night before.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I haven't gotten a chance to go through any of those messages. Like I know I have those notifications, and today I told you guys I had to be there at work like super early. I got home just right before we started recording, so I haven't had the time to go into Facebook. But you want to thank those people, and then I feel like if I don't get to it soon enough, then it just feels not genuine or something like that. Like people are gonna be like, "Oh, this motherfucker, I wish him happy birthday," and he didn't say shit.
You could have said
So
thank you
there's
at
that
least.
little
Bro.
bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could do that one big, posts that people do.
The general
Thank
like
you.
thank
Yeah,
you
the
for all the
general like
message
thank you for everybody
calls.
that messaged me. Todo. Which, by the way, will get more birthday things. People se te olvidó decirte o algo, so they're gonna put it on there like, oh, feliz cumpleaños, like. So
True.
you'll get more there, también. But I feel like that's just a, like, hey, everybody think, like,
Yeah.
because going one by one is crazy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair deal, especially the people that say happy birthday to you. They know you're busy. They know you have a certain schedule. You wake up
Well, that's the
early.
thing, dude. Like that's to the available or connected. It's like there's I see in pasada like porque I do get the notifications on my phone. It's like so and so wish you happy. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't heard from that person in years. So I
Mhm.
mean, it makes it easier to connect and re-engage, if anything, right? That's what happened with Macizo Farms, Nestor. Um, I'm not saying it was because of a happy birthday post, but it allows us to connect. I saw what he was doing with the salsas. And it had been years since we had like talked or whatnot. So we connected and it allowed us to kind of like showcase a little bit of the growth in Macizo Farms. So yeah, it's a little bit of both, I think. The availability to connect with others that you haven't and really creating that genuine connection all over again or re-engaging them. It's something that definitely social media makes things easier for.
Definitely, dude. Good questions, muchachos. Que si fueran de preparados cada pinche semana. Another question. We got two more questions. Que bien chingonas. Would you
Or
rather?
just join in general, like that. That's a
Oh, okay, relax. Would you rather forgive someone who deeply wronged you, or let go forever, or get the perfect opportunity to make them feel exactly what you felt?
I think it depends.
Ooh,
That
give us
that
your
that.
thoughts on that, Johnny boy.
I think if I have to go back in my lifetime and pick um, a specific moment in my life where things were not going the way they were supposed to or the way I imagined it, right? I think I'll still do the same thing that I would do or
Miguel.
that I did. And Miguel, he keeps turning it on. I think I would just let go, dude. I think letting go was the best thing I could have done. And I'll leave it at that. There's no need for
no,
more
and
explanation. It was
that's
just
fair.
it was perfect timing. I think it was perfect timing. It was a perfect moment, and there was some point that I know there was no future past what we were living at the moment. So I think it was best to let go, and I do not
But I think it's easier
slightly
said
regret.
now
Of
and
course,
looking
dude,
back on it
of
than
course.
living through that moment, right?
Yeah. The moments. I'm sure we all went through certain different moments. Doesn't have to
Mm-hmm.
be specific
Same.
relationships or love or maybe a friend or whoever it might be. But
Family
uh,
issues, whatever.
yeah. But it is easier said than done now. Yes, 100%. Years later, I look back and if I put myself back in that position in that specific time, it was the hardest thing I think I've done at that moment. Honestly, making such a big decision, and it was a big decision. But I was glad that I made it. I look back at it now, and everything kind of worked out for the better in a way. So no regrets whatsoever. I If you put me back in the same position, I want to say that I learned from it then, and I'm obviously stronger now and mentally more mature. And I think I would do it all over again as far as like select the part of letting go. Like I would do it all over again. That's same decision.
Wow, damn, dude.
Mhm.
Um, I think I do. So normally I do. Normally I let
You,
go.
normally you do get payback, no?
Look at so there's instances where it's like I normally I do let go, right? Where it's like, what, like I forgive, todo el pedo. Pero lo que tengo conmigo is like it depends on stuff. Sometimes I forgive and I'm just like kind of like forgive and forget, get over, and like, all right, let's build the relationship that we have, or like the friendship that we have, or lo que sea, ¿verdad? There's somewhere it's like I forgive, pero yeah, it's not the same. Like I
You
don't
don't
fuck
really
with
forget.
you. Yeah, like, well, yeah, I don't forget. I don't fuck with you. Like tú quédate en tu casa, yo en la mía, kind of a shit, right? Um, there's family members that are like that I have like that, where it's like they've done stuff, said stuff, where it's like I'm like, you know what, like that's it, like I forgive you for what you did or what you said, pero I don't fuck with you no more. Like if I see you, I'll say hi, pero pinche beso de Judas, no, de que un beso y lárgate de
Mhm.
aquí kind of a thing, right? Um, I cannot say that I would never go with the other option, which is like, oh, make them feel what I felt, just because I think if in the right situation, I think I would go with that. I haven't at the moment, but I just think at the right situation, I could potentially.
So have you been in the position where porque I agree with you guys. Like I think that holding on to grudges, holding on to those feelings and not, you know, forgiving and letting go, like I think that's kind of like the best way because you're not carrying that with you. But
Mm,
in reality, like we might want to say we do that. Sometimes we carry that shit with us for years.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so if it was up to karma and for you to witness that other person kind of going through the same type of struggle or same type of shit, would you be like, pues tú te lo buscaste type of thing, or be like, man, I wish that person never went through that? Like, if you're honest with yourself, would you say those words, or you'd be like, yo, that's karma right there?
50-50 for me.
Yeah, 50-50 for sure.
50-50. I think
Like, I
some
don't
point
wish it
where
upon
it's
you, but if karma's doing its thing, I ain't gonna
right
get in the way.
where it's like, hey, I don't wish it upon you, pero pues
Like
algo te
pasar.
está pasando, ¿verdad? Like, and there's some other one where it's like, damn, dude, like that's fucked up. Like like let me at least si me pides ayuda, yo te ayudo, even though like I feel you deserve it, but I will still be there. And there's some people that I'm just like, nah. Like actually, Cassie's trying to get me to be more of a, like, like igual, digo, there's
Dice,
people
por
that
eso
have
Miguel
done
no
stuff.
contesta el teléfono, ¿no?
Yeah, like I said, like, there's people that have said stuff, done stuff, all this other bullshit, right? And Cassie's like, you know what? These are people you don't need in your life anymore. Like, why are you still talking to them? Why are you still helping them? Why is it that
Yes,
cuando
is
ellos
that
te
how you
piden
feel?
algo, tú les ayudas, right? Where it's like, pero like cuando you need something or something, like they fucking always backstab you. Shit like that, right? And I'm like, well, it's just I don't know, it's my nature. She's like, cut those people off. So I am learning to do that. Again, that's just it's just people that, and I think everybody has those in their life where it's like, sabes que cada vez te hacen algo, te hacen algo, te hacen algo.
Sí.
And if you go to a therapist, the first thing they'll tell you is like, hey, you need to cut those people out of your life, or you need to like reevaluate or pedo. So and that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard for me because I tend to be like the person that's like, oh, pues, like cájame el cuchillo en la espalda y aún así, like I'll still smile and like, be there, next to you. At the same time, pues hay unos que sí me quieren cajar el cuchillo, se los quito, los afilero yo primero, ¿no? Pero it depends. Dude.
What about you, Romero? Did you give your any? Oh, you did give your input. My bad.
Yeah. No, I think it's the ideally you don't want to, live with grudges and hold things, because it weighs on you and you want to let go. But I think to what Amigo was saying is like you can forgive, but I don't think you always like are able to forget, right? Like I think then again, like por eso dicen like que no te tropieces con la misma piedra, but you do the mistake once or twice, like dice George Bush, like fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on me, or whatever he said.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me
He couldn't
twice.
figure it out.
Yeah, he's like, fool me twice.
He couldn't figure it
Well,
out.
I forgot how was it like.
He got a shoe thrown at his ass, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. If I've been fooled, I can't be fooled again. Some shit like that.
Yeah, there you go, something like that. But at the end of the day, you don't want to live with grudges, but it is kind of hard. And years later, you're able to say, look back and analyze the situation a little better. And it's like, look, it was best that I didn't get involved in anything and y pasaron las cosas como pasaron. But eventually, all those things kind of lead up to where you are today. And hopefully, you're a better person because you didn't wish bad upon anybody else.
Yes, sir. Last question, muchachos. Last question. Do you feel like we are set to achieve certain life goals before a certain age? So
Ooh,
certain
that's
life goals would be
mhm.
I got your question. I got it.
okay.
I'm
Damn, okay.
gonna say no, like I completely understand it because dude, it's como like uh, whoever wrote these questions, dude. I swear to God, it's like they have Alexa or somebody spying on me, dude. Because I've been talking to this with like Cassie with Tank, where I used to
By the
think
way,
that
Tank dropped off a while ago.
yeah,
Just
like
if anybody was wondering where Tank was, he's hopefully safely
hopefully he didn't get
driving.
pulled over. Dude.
Um,
Yeah,
right, I was gonna
shit.
say hopefully he didn't pull over.
His phone right
Uh,
here. No, while he's driving. Okay. I
uh,
wasn't on the phone, sir. No.
like I used to think that you know what, like by the age of 35 I'd be married, 30, or like like con casa con todo, like in my head I always had it like mapped out where it's like, all right, by this time I need to do this, by this time I need to do this. And it was very is like it was very to the point where it's like, all right, by the age of 28 I will have $20,000 saved in the bank, porque ya by that time I'm considered ya un adulto, ya maduro. I'll have that money in the bank. Wait, no mames, a los 28 no llego, ¿verdad? Pero so like I used to think that,
Uh-huh.
and for the same reasons, like it always kind of weighed on me, where it's like, you know what, like I'm hitting those ages, I'm not accomplishing anything that I said that I would do at that age. So it did feel shitty, but at the same time it was those marks that I put on myself that I said, you know what, to me it made sense. By this time this would be the goal, and was not doing it kind of sucked. So it was one of those, like, you know what, like I talked to Tank because Tank, I mean, he has his own things, right? I mean, like I talked to Cassie, I said, you know what, like all that shit is not true, like tú mismo te lo pones. So I used to. It's been very hard, but I've had to kind of learn that there is no such thing as at a certain age, like you have to accomplish something, because look at somebody accomplishes that in their 20s and even in their teens, somebody else may accomplish in their 40s or 50s, right? Like, and it's the same merit, right? Like no, not like we cannot say like, oh well, they accomplished it first, like because you never know what benefits the person had and what struggles the other person had. So like that's kind of what I had to learn, and I had to unlearn in order to learn.
Okay. Good way to put it, dude. Romero, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, so when you read that question, I wanted to ask, but I wanted to make it to kind of answer it because he went right into it. Do you guys remember playing that stupid little game? It was like a box, and it's like pick a number. It was like 20. No, 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 not the
Hold on.
foldy ones. But
Okay.
I remember in a piece of paper, you would do a square, and then you would put lines on each side of the square, right? Like three or four lines in the square, and then it was like number 28, right? And then it's like one side of that square, you had to answer four things. It's like, oh, like who are you gonna marry? And you put the name of four girls in my case, whoever you choose is fine.
Really?
And then you was like
Nobody
in
doubted,
the
pero all of a sudden, like,
in the other side, it was like, oh, what would you like to be when you grew up? Y ponías, cuatro carreras or whatever, doctor, whatever it was, teacher, whatever. And then, and so
Luchador,
every
luchador,
side,
luchador.
por la vida, por la vida, por la vida, ¿no? But every side had like a question of those. And then it was like, because you chose the number 28, that was the age, supposedly, right? And then I remember they would count like 28 around the whole square and then scratch it off. And until you ended up with each side having one answer. And it's like, oh, you're gonna marry so and so at the age of 28. You're gonna be, an albañil. You're gonna fucking, like just like you never play that
No, dude, eso
fucking
se
game
oye como
growing
del diablo, dude. I don't know.
It's g-
he was playing the Ouija board the whole time, no?
no, I wasn't that scary. But I remember that game. Like, and at that point, it's like I would remember, like, oh, si ponías like 30, like you were gonna be old as shit. Like, so
Yeah.
you had to like, have your life together and all that stuff. But like to to Miguel's point, it's like everybody has a different pace. Like not like because we grew up with this um I guess mentality of like go to school, get a job, get a house, get married, like a specific type of order of
Formula.
things and what
Mhm.
you needed to achieve.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not what reality is today. Maybe it was back in the day. Um, but ahorita is like, I mean, alguien que tiene 25 años like would ask me
Ah,
for some
Un bebé,
advice.
dude, un bebé.
I'm like, dude, fucking enjoy life. Like, yeah. But I remember at 25 being like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. But it all depends on the circumstances that you're placed under,
yeah.
right? And a lot of times you don't choose that. You don't choose the circumstances that you're under. But at the end of the day, you have this idea of what life should look like. And not allowing ourselves to decide that for ourselves is something that I see now with this generation. They're able to see like it doesn't have to be like that.
Mhm,
College is there, but maybe it's not for me, and I'm okay with that.
mhm,
Being able to say I'm gonna find a different path that is not, you know, going into a 4-year university. For some people, that's their dream and that's what they want to do. But that doesn't mean that because you don't go through that, that you're not gonna have a good future or you're not gonna
Right.
enjoy life. So it's just kind of breaking those kind of stereotypes and molds and things that you kind of grow up with. Um, pero yeah,
No,
like
no, no llores, Johnny Boy. Ya sé que lo que dices te llega al
Me llega.
corazón, pero no
Me
llores,
llega,
dude.
dude. Me llega.
he's feeling blue like his shirt, dude. I think it's black. I don't know.
I guess too. I'm gonna wear this to go pick you up, dude. Like I told you it was purple. Um,
But yeah, long story, long answer short. I think we all have the ability to, or no, we don't always all have the ability to live a happy life, but we don't have to follow a specific path to find happiness in our life.
Mhm,
I agree. I think definitely agree with both of you guys. I think with the mega situation, I was in that same boat. I felt like I reached a certain age, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I don't have certain things that I wanted by that age, and yeah, I think we were at our time, we were designated in this case with the little game that Romero was talking about. We're kind of put into a scenario where yeah, by that age you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Maybe just the times that we grew up in, as Romero had said, right? But I'll tell you this, like uh, a lot of the stuff that I have going on for me now is now where I would picture myself, right, when I was younger. But I know that I still have the potential. I believe I'm a really hard worker, and I'm really working towards the same goals that I had 5-10 years ago, which is yes, one day own my house, right? I live in California. Shit, fucking,
That's
it's pricey
expensive.
as shit,
Yeah, dude.
and I'm paying pretty nice cheap rent, so I can't complain. I live in a not so bad neighborhood tampoco, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna stick around as much as I can for sure.
Right, right,
Uh,
right, right.
yeah, for sure. But at the same time, like yeah, there's gonna be a time where I know I'm gonna be able to afford and save up whatever amount of money for whatever house I want, and eventually, yeah, move out and have our own home. That's that's a wish for me and my family in general, right? But I'm really working towards that. I'm really working to that
That's
towards
not a
that.
wish; it's a goal,
It's a goal. That's right.
dude.
Right.
I don't know if you and you're gonna think I'm crazy because I remember this shit, and I think I brought it up in an episode before. There was a lunch lady in in our elementary school. Now we had elementary. Our elementary was like from like what was it like, maybe first or kindergarten all
Kinder,
the way through eighth
kinder.
grade.
Mhm.
We didn't have no middle school, so middle school was a new thing for me when I found out about middle school. So
Mhm.
this lunch lady, her name was Mrs. Davis. I don't know if you remember her.
A
And
little bit.
in the
Morenita?
eighth, see, not Miss Morset, Miss Davis.
Okay.
You
You
remember
said
Miss
lunch
Morset?
lady. Yeah, I do
I
remember
know,
Miss
I know.
Person.
So she wrote in the it wasn't a yearbook. It was just like in eighth grade. It was like a little autograph book where people would sign that and like keep in touch and all that shit. Miss Davis said, "A wish a dream without a plan is just a wish. And I've always remembered that. I am not sure if that's an MLK quote, not because she was black, but I remember her saying who made the quote. But um, but I always remember that, like, a dream without a wish. No, a wish. Damn, now I
A
remember.
dream without a plan is just a wish.
Yes, thank you. A dream without a plan is just a wish. And you're talking about goals, so it's not a wish. Like, you're working towards it.
Yeah.
That's a distinction I wanted to make, and it made me think of that.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, definitely working towards that. Who said it?
Anthony de Saint Exupéry.
Davis, no, al
You
último.
know,
Davis,
Esposo, no?
AKA, no?
So it was it was a book called The Little Prince.
Ooh.
So like originally it was written in French, so that's why it's like Le Petit Prince, and or as we call it in the
Le
United
Petit.
States, yeah, Le Petit Prince. So as we call it in the United States, The Little Prince. So that's where like that quote came from.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
But yeah, that's
nice. Good stuff.
pretty good, dude. That, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like there's a lot of like children's stuff that like hits hard right now. Like I know one of Cassie's favorite things to do is cuando like somebody graduates high school or like
Mm-hmm.
college or something like that. She likes to give like ella va y compra el libro from Dr. Seuss, the like all the places you will go. And she's like, you know what, like here, I want you to read it. I want you like to like para que lo veas y digas, sabes que, like, like I'm going to go places and stuff. So I was like, damn, like I was like, that's a touching thing. I was like, because I remember me dio uno when I graduated from a leadership and technology boot camp. So
Business
like,
leadership and technology.
oh, perdón.
I think that's what you meant to say.
Es, siempre se me
I
olvida
think that's what
uno,
you
¿no?
meant to say. Just say.
Business BLT. Ya me voy a acordar BLT, dude. ¿Ves? But yeah, when I graduated, me dio eso. And which again, I think going through that, and going through like all the changes in my career and everything, it definitely changed a lot of things for me, like views. One of them was just what we said in the question, dude. Like where it's like I I may not be where I wanted to be when I was a child, but I think I am where I should be right now. But it also doesn't mean that that's where I will
End up.
end up. So it's like like de aquí es como dicen puro para arriba, ¿no? Como fue como dijo este Julián, aquí como los aviones nada más para enfrente.
Ajua. El último.
También un quote, también quote de Julián
También.
Álvarez, ¿no?
Sí. Y era una canción, ¿no?
Así, bueno, y hay una canción.
Pues va, muchachos. An hour mark. Good topics. Así, échale ganas for next episode. Hopefully, we get some more good questions. Other than that, dude, Tank never joined us again. Hopefully, he's fine, like you guys said. Didn't get pulled over. I know he's probably driving the mean streets of Chi-Town. Pero
Making his way to the south side, dude.
making his way to the south side. To the holy south. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. Trademark, ¿no, Romero? Ya de una vez.
Holy South. .io, no, porque .com is going to be taken. Make it an app, no, and just point out the safe spots in the south side. Dude.
The holy sites, dude. Holy.
Yeah.
That's safe.
Pues iglesias, okay, pedo, dude.
Hey, dude. Mom, it's been a pleasure. Cheers to
welcome back, dude.
All the moms. Thanks, dude. Hopefully, I'll be able to join next week. Still haven't decided if I'm gonna show up, but happy late birthday again, dude. Well, not late birthday, right?
Yeah, late birthday, dude.
Belated birthday.
Belated.
What they say, no?
Yeah, belated.
In America.
In America. Pero that's a wrap, muchachos. Wrap for episode 171. Rate, review, subscribe. All links can be found at todostomanpodcast.com. I wanted to cheers, but I guess not. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Siempre se me olvida, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm out of place when it comes to this shit.
Episode 171, dude. I don't know. Like
just stop giving it to me. Like take over.
But you are the go-to guy, dude.
Yeah, but who has been saying it? Who said it last week?
You.
I wasn't here last week.
No, last week
We
he was
we
there.
replayed your audio of you saying it, dude.
Saying it wrong, no?
Y Romero te corrigió al último también,
Sí.
dude.
Sí, dude. Knowing him. Va, chicos. Paz y amor. Y salud.
You got a beer left or half a beer left? You still have one left, don't you?
A beer left. And like about half a beer.
Ahora sí.
Is it a chug contest or qué pedo?
Why not?
Why not, dude?
Vale. Ah, pues ya se la acabó, ¿no?
Yo no.
Un poquito. Dude. Ya estoy viejito. No puedo tomármela porque me dan gases. Gases estomacales.